He didn't just dominate the industry, he bent it to his will. At his peak, he controlled nearly 90% of America's oil, and when the government finally stepped in to destroy his empire, he walked away even richer. This is the story of John D. Rockefeller, a man feared, hated, and ultimately crowned as the world's first billionaire. July 8, 1839, Richford, New York. A child is born into poverty, John Davidson Rockefeller. His mother, Eliza, was deeply religious. She believed in discipline, honesty, and faith. His father believed in none of it. William Avery Rockefeller, known locally as Devil Bill, was a con artist who thrived on deception. He sold fake cures to the sick, pretended to be disabled to gather secrets, then used those secrets to ruin people. He didn't just cheat strangers, he trained his own sons the same way. I cheat my boys every chance I get. It makes them sharp. One day, he tested that lesson. He placed young John on a chair and said, "Jump, I'll catch you." John jumped. His father stepped aside. The boy hit the floor hard. The lesson stuck harder. Trust no one. By 1849, after scandals and accusations piled up, Devil Bill disappeared, fleeing to Canada, living under a fake name, abandoning his family completely. No money, no safety, just a mindset burned into John's brain. The world is a battlefield. You either hunt or get hunted. At 16, John became the man of the house, quiet, controlled, obsessed with one thing that never lied: numbers. And this is where I step in. I'm Hanny, a finance explainer, and if you pay attention to stories like this, you'll start seeing the patterns most people miss. Rockefeller studied bookkeeping for just 3 months, then got a job earning 50 cents a day. But what made him different wasn't the job, it was his obsession. Every single cent he earned or spent was recorded in a small book, Ledger A. By 20, he had saved $800. No shortcuts, just brutal discipline. But he wanted more. And to get in the real game, he did something that must have burned inside him. He went back to the man who betrayed him, his father, Devil Bill. Devil Bill agreed to lend him $1,000 at 10% interest to his own son. Rockefeller didn't argue. He took it and built his first business selling produce, safe, predictable. Then came 1859. Oil was discovered in Pennsylvania, and suddenly everything changed. While others saw chaos, Rockefeller saw control. He partnered with Samuel Andrews, a brilliant chemist, and stepped into oil refining. But tension grew with his original partner, Morris Clark. One wanted safety, the other wanted dominance. By 1865, it exploded into a final showdown, an auction. Whoever bid higher would take the entire company. The numbers climbed fast: 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. Clark thought it was over. Then Rockefeller said $72,500. Silence. That was the moment he stopped being a businessman and became something else. He won, took control, and never looked back. While others wasted resources, Rockefeller optimized everything. Where competitors threw away byproducts, he turned them into profit: lubricants, wax, fuel. He cut costs, eliminated middlemen, and built systems no one else could match. By 30, he owned the largest refinery in Cleveland, but that wasn't enough. He didn't want to compete, he wanted to eliminate competition. In 1870, he formed Standard Oil, a machine designed to absorb everything in its path. Instead of focusing on oil, he targeted control points: railroads. He struck secret deals, lower shipping costs for himself, higher costs for rivals, and even payments every time competitors shipped oil. Let that sink in. He got paid when his competitors made money. Then came the offers: sell now or be crushed later. Most sold. Those who didn't disappeared. In just months, he took over nearly all refineries in Cleveland. The public revolted. Protests exploded. The government intervened, but it was too late. He already owned the system. Rockefeller then perfected something that would define modern business: vertical integration. He controlled everything: barrels, transport, chemicals, distribution. If you didn't sell to him, he didn't just compete, he cut off your oxygen. By 1879, he controlled 90% of US oil. He had won. But when you control everything, you become the target. Journalist Ida Tarbell spent years exposing his empire. Her work fueled public outrage and gave President Theodore Roosevelt the ammunition to act. In 1911, the Supreme Court delivered the verdict: Standard Oil must be broken apart. 34 separate companies. It looked like the end. It wasn't, because Rockefeller still owned major shares in all of them. And when those companies like Exxon and Chevron grew independently, his wealth exploded. By 1916, he became the world's first billionaire. The government tried to destroy his empire and accidentally multiplied it. But success came at a cost. His body began collapsing, hair falling out, health deteriorating, isolation growing. The man who controlled everything couldn't control time. So he rewrote his legacy. He donated fortunes, built institutions, funded medical breakthroughs. To some, he became a philanthropist. To others, just a master strategist playing the final move. On May 23, 1937, the machine finally stopped. Rockefeller died at 97. He didn't reach his goal of living to 100. But the other goal, making $100,000, he crushed it so completely it stopped making sense. And maybe that's the real lesson. Money isn't just about earning. It's about control, timing, and how far you're willing to go when everyone else stops.